I think it's more of a continuation of what we saw on Friday. Good move for the indices, and we've managed to shrug back again the sluggishness with the markets was showing. So I think the good part about the indices on Friday was that we saw both large caps and mid caps making a strong comeback. There was a very good intraday recovery for both the indices, Nifty as well as Bank Nifty. So I think on that front, we are looking at now fresh zones in terms of range for the indices, 24,200 as a fresh base for the index over the very short term. And on the upside, I think we could now be looking at the index coming closer to that 24,750 to 800 mark also. So I think we are now expecting the range to expand by or increase up by a margin of at least 200 to 300 points further.
Okay, fair enough. That's the view coming in on the overall markets. And of course, IT was a big contributor. So Kunal, just want to get in your thoughts on that. We were talking about the kind of IT market cap addition, and that's been pretty stellar from the likes of the index as a whole at 1.6 lakh crores. What are you making of the IT trade?
This market has been phenomenal in terms of sector rotation. We've seen, so many different plays where just about 2 weeks back when the auto index was underperforming, you had the private sector banks which took the charge and took the lead and tried to offset the relative losses from the auto pack. Then when the auto stocks start to move up hard, you saw the private sector banks go into a bit of a consolidation, including the large cap names like HDFC Bank, etc. And now when both of these sectors are showing a bit of consolidation, you saw M&M also down 7% last week. You're now seeing the likes of IT making a comeback. So I think this is a classic phase of a sector rotation. Yes, the only concern is that the sector rotation is very fast, very swift. So for a short-term trader to try and catch up with the plays in terms of sector rotation becomes a lot more trickier. But when you look at this relatively over the span of 3 weeks, 4 weeks, I think it's a decent pattern shaping up.
All right, let's nail it down to those individual stock recommendations then. Are you tracking any IT stocks and what's on your radar?
So yeah, IT is on the mid-cap front. I'm looking at mid-cap IT names, but two interesting stock ideas. One of them is Voltas, and that stock is now coming closer to a breakout yet again after almost 3 to 4 weeks of major consolidation. So my expectation is that the stock above 1520 levels could head towards a decent breakout. 1570 as an immediate target. Stop loss could be kept at 1490. And Tata Communication is the other stock where I'm expecting a breakout. The stock has been consolidating since quite some time above its 200 DMA, but looks attractive now. Expecting a flag pattern formation. So buy with a target of 1950. Stop loss at 1830.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.